can't see.
I gotta drive like this because you can't see a thing.
Hey everyone.
Hi everybody.
It's Carole and Linda, and she just caught me. I was waiting for Catherine because I told her that Tess said she thought that Shamrock was limping, so she went out to check and see. I scrolled back on the timeline on YouTube, and I don't see any limping. But anyway, Linda caught me. Yeah, she is.
Climbing the walls.
But Linda said she's on her way out to feed Zeus, so I figured you guys would want to see that.
That's for sure. So. Yep, he's my last cat I gotta do tonight. Everybody
Was that you feeding
good.
Hoover?
Yes, it was.
You were so far away, I could barely tell it was Hoover, much less who was feeding him.
Yeah, I know. The whole time I was feeding him, I'm like, this is not on camera.
Well, it was.
A little bit.
Part of it.
Yeah,
His butt, that's all I could see. How'd he do?
He did good. He
Good.
ate 6 pounds, which is, I wish he had eaten more, but he ate all the chicken, all the turkey, and all the pork in his bucket. So that's what he likes.
What did he leave?
The red meat. He does not like red meat. I tried to give it to him. He was like, no. So I need to tell people.
He knows he's a tiger, right?
I know. You would think, right? He just has a taste for white meat. There he is. He's waiting.
Pork, the other white meat.
That's what they said. Yeah.
Kind of dark. I hope you guys can see okay.
This is a dangerous spot. Yes. 100 Yes.
Got a whole crew of tigers coming up behind her there. Patricia, I can only read about the first 5 words. So you saw the baby leap off the swing and did what? They're jumping in.
My eye on you too.
She walked up just fine. Thank you. She does worry me to death because she is so freaking crazy. She just runs all over the place and gets into some really tight spots, and so we're gonna have to keep a super close eye on her to make sure she doesn't hurt herself, but we've made it as kitten proof as possible. I'm just putting the meds in the meat. Good idea, except there's a tiger head in there. Shut that door so they're not like right behind her. Of course, now everybody's got to get a drink from that lockout. They got like 5 lockouts with water bowls, but it's got to be this one because this is more interesting. So that was Catherine calling in. That's why we went blank here for a while. I don't know if you guys could hear the conversation or not, but she said that she is favoring one of her front feet a little bit. It's not swollen, and she is putting full weight on it when she walks. She just holds it up when she sits down, so we'll keep an eye on that. She has been, like I just said, just going nuts in there, so I think she's probably overdid it a bit. Just don't have enough light. He's so patient. Most tigers are like, oh no, you are not getting anything away from me once it's dropped between my paws. Well, Sarah, that's actually good to know that when people call me, it's not being broadcast over Facebook Live, because I get calls all the time when I'm live. It must send a signal to the universe that this is the time to call. Yeah, kittens are crazy. Crazy, crazy active. It's a wonder they ever make it to adulthood.
What is happening here? It's my obstacle, Doogie. Alright, don't worry. Get it going. We'll get it going. Don't worry.
Zeus is such a good tiger. And he is slobbering a bit. So she's going to have to repack those pills. For those of you who follow our daily updates, you may have noticed that there was a page talking about some circus tigers, and it linked to a fundraiser. We haven't really broadly announced this yet because I was waiting to hear from our friends at Animal Defenders International, and they were busy today with Colita, the bear. You guys remember Colita, the bear that they rescued a while back? They were taking her some grapes at the sanctuary, and they were out of signal range because I don't know where that is, Belize or somewhere out in the middle of the jungle. But at any rate, there are a group of animal organizations, Animal Defenders International, Tigers in America, Big Cat Rescue, and some of the better sanctuaries for big cats that are all working on this issue with the Guatemala circus tigers. And you guys, if you've been on Facebook for 5 minutes, you know about the situation in Guatemala where they banned circuses last year in 2017, but they gave the circuses a full year to find places for their cats to go, to sanctuaries or zoos, or send them out of the country, or whatever they wanted to do, but they couldn't use them any longer in circus acts. Thank goodness. I wish America would do that. And a bunch of circuses, about 5 of them, and they have somewhere between 50 and 60 cats, I think, these 5 circuses, decided not to do anything until the last minute, and here April's coming, and I think they have till April 11th to place their cats, and they're making threats like, we're just going to dump them in town and it's going to be your problem. And so the government is really worried about that, and we heard about it on Facebook, and so we had a number of people that contacted us and said these cats were all going to be euthanized because the government didn't have the funds to take care of them. And so we contacted our friends at Animal Defenders International and Tigers in America and the Humane Society of the United States and said, hey, is this something where you have some people in the area that you could go and see what's happening there? And so Animal Defenders International has done this kind of work before. If you guys remember, Hoover came here from Peru after the circuses closed down in Peru, and they sent, 30 lions, I think, out of Bolivia circuses a couple years ago. If you guys saw the movie Lion Arc, that was their work. And so we knew that they would know what they were doing, and they went down there, checked everything out. They've been trying to figure out where all these cats are and how many there's going to be and whether or not they can find land to put them on, because the permits to get them into the United States or to any other country can take a year. And so we've started the application process for the permits, which is a really onerous
thing to do. Howie took care of all of that paperwork with Hoover, and so now he's starting it with these guys. And it's going to mean a lot of money. And what happened to Animal Defenders International after doing those 2 huge rescues that they did over the last couple of years is it left them completely depleted of funds to be able to rescue these cats. And so we, at Big Cat Rescue, are probably in a better position than most of the other sanctuaries to raise a lot of the funds necessary for other sanctuaries to be able to take cats. So like U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service makes you pay something like $5,000 to $10,000 every time you want to rescue a tiger to a conservation project in the wild. Well, we already do that, whereas other sanctuaries don't. So that's not money that they have and not money that they're likely to be able to raise. So we're going to be putting up the money for that. And most of the other sanctuaries can usually reach out to their supporters and say, hey, we're going to rescue this number of lions and tigers and cougars. Can you guys help us? And people will usually donate enough to actually do the rescue, the funds necessary to fly the cat there. But they almost never manage to raise enough to take care of the animals for the rest of their lives, and certainly not for the year or so that we're going to have to be waiting. These animals have to be fed, and cats like Zeus there, it costs us $10,000 per year per cat just for their food and vet care, not any of the overhead of the sanctuary. So it's a really expensive endeavor, especially in a foreign country, trying to get enough meat to feed those kind of cats when, there's human populations that are vying for that meat, which makes it more expensive. So it's a really difficult thing. But anyway, ADI is doing a great job of lining up a place for the animals to go and getting quotes on building temporary cages and transport crates and veterinary teams and all of that kind of stuff. And our job is going to be trying to raise the money to do it. And so we're really hoping that you guys will help us out with that. We set up a fundraising page at bigcatrrescue.org/circusban, CIRCUSBAN, Circus Ban. And what we're going to do is track. He's like, "Ooh, those tigers are fighting. I don't know if I should be eating."
No. All right.
We're going to segregate all of the funds that come in on that link. We'll be able to run reports monthly so that we know how much is coming in there that we can send to Animal Defenders International to take care of the cats during this long period of time that it's going to take to get them into safe sanctuaries. So we hope you guys will help us out. Something that we are planning to do is, you guys have been really amazing with doing these Facebook fundraisers for us, and I think last month it raised about $17,000. I could be wrong, it could have been $12,000, but somewhere between $12,000 and $15,000 last month. And that's where you go on Facebook and you say, I want to make a fundraiser and I want to make Big Cat Rescue the beneficiary. It's from a drop-down list, so it's really easy to do. And then it's like, if it's for your birthday, say, instead of my birthday, I'm raising money for this. Well, what we're going to do in April is every one of those funds that people do on Facebook, we're going to earmark for this Guatemala circus tiger rescue. And so if you guys have ever done that before, or if you'd like to do that, now is the time to be getting ready for April. We'll start in April, and for the entire month of April, all the money that you guys raise on your Facebook fundraisers where you've picked Big Cat Rescue will be used to rescue those tigers and lions, and I think there's 3 cougars in Guatemala. So thank you very much for that. Thank you for watching Zeus get his evening meal. And we could pretty much read him a bedtime story right now because it is sleepy by time. Love you guys. Thank you so much for all your help. Talk to you later. Bye-bye. Don't eat Bill.